and Matt Hamilton.
People like me.
That's some booty, Jim.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
Everyone is so mean to me.
I am Jim Rutledge.
We all know never to go full Rutledge, but you should never go full ham bone on a weekday night. 5 seconds is so generous.
Right, so there's-
you get like a second and a half from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask Jen.
Blue Gill bust, right?
Blue Gill bust, baby.
You gotta play like DMX or something like.
He's not woof woof.
He barks.
Yeah.
Does that sound better than woof woof?
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio with Matt Hamilton alongside downtown Molly Brown. Here's Jim Rutledge.
Rutledge and Hamilton, live from the Everlight Solar Studio. I am Rutledge. He is Hamilton. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, the Coors Light.
And we are crushing it today because Molly Brown in the house. She's in the house tomorrow. Well, none of us are in the house tomorrow. We're at 6 Mile Creek.
Yep.
We're golfing in a golf charity event, and Molly's going to be out there hosting with us as well. But Molly, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Proud to say that I am not golfing with you guys tomorrow, which you're probably very happy about because I stink at golf. So I'll just meet you there.
Well, I'm only happy because now I know I get to finish the round, whether it drifts into the 4 o'clock hour. You can just cover for me until I'm done.
Just trying to find ways to not work, right?
Thank you.
You know me.
That is literally like God's honest truth, Molly. Matt is. It's honestly. It drives
I'd
me
love to
insane
have you,
because
Molly,
these
but-
are the most. None of these are for money. None of these have any cool, like, nothing. There's no cool prizes or anything, but Matt's always got to fit. And they're not, like, for Matt's, like, regular score because we're playing, like, best ball, so it's not like it's, like, something that Matt needs to keep track in his dorky amateur PGA thing. It's more of, like, it's just, but Matt's always got to finish them. Like, he's always concerned. He's always like, I don't think we'll be able to finish the round. I'm like, and it is a...
Well, they invited me out for my golf talent, clearly, and when I have to go early, I'm letting the team down.
Did they tell you to bring the gold medal?
No.
They did.
Oh,
they did?
Oh, yeah, that's
They,
right.
They don't
Yeah,
want
they
you
did.
for your golf skills
Yeah,
then, my
they
guy.
did. Yeah, they
no
did.
offense. I don't know much about golf, but if you're playing best
that's the-
ball, is that like a scramble?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
no, they're two very different things.
Oh.
But it's, okay, then explain.
No, it's super confusing because in a scramble, everybody hits a shot and then you play the best ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best ball of the game is actually where everybody plays their own ball to the end of the hole,
gotcha.
and then you take the best score. It should be called best score, and scramble could be
So
called
it's,
best
I
ball.
think we're playing scramble best ball.
It is scramble.
Yeah.
It is a scramble, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so do you keep track, just because you are kind of a golf nerd, do you keep track of how many times that your ball is the best one of the group?
No, you only do that on a hole, so say I hit a good drive, and we use my drive, and then I hit a good approach shot, and we're on the green, and sometimes I'll take the first putt, or that person who hit the two shots in a row will take the first putt, and you call it like a solo birdie or like a solo hole because you took every one of their shots.
Gotcha.
Right? But you don't. I'm like not keeping any score or anything, and there's no brag. I'm not gonna brag to Jim and be like, we used 14 of my drives.
It seems like something you might.
Here's the thing.
I don't think so.
Jim's good enough. He'll just say that we used a lot of my shots, and then I don't have to get into the nitty gritty of it. So maybe I know the numbers. I just choose not to use them.
And we're different. For tomorrow, Carly's golfing, one of our teammates here, and then our friend Steve is golfing as well. And Matt's gonna have to carry the group. And Steve's
Carly can drive. I will be on Carly's side. She can drive.
and that hurts because Matt can drive. That's the skill we need the least. But I would say I think
Honestly, after the way I played this weekend, we could use someone who could
True,
drive.
but it's always going to have a good, safe drive. And honestly, Steve at his best does have a good short game. So, I mean, if he's hitting it well, we'll be okay. I don't have a good short game. I'm working on it. But Thursday's for real. So I'm honestly going to hit somewhere on Wednesday. We're off. I'm going to try to hit up some sort of range to actually get some swings in with my short game to really work on it without people around. Because Thursday, it will be our friend David from Just the Cheese, me, Hamilton, and then our new friend Tyler from Simden. And Tyler played college golf. So,
snap.
Yeah.
So I might not be the best golfer in the group.
There you go.
That's
you got to get your confidence up tomorrow, and then just to be like,
yeah.
And that
down.
could be one we're in it to win it. And it's there's a shot. I don't know, but that one might actually have something cool for the winner.
okay.
That one's more of a, hey, we're gonna hang out and do a fun And then I'm sure there's a charity aspect involved. Tuesday is a charity golf outing, so I would imagine we're just there to help raise money.
Exactly. And I'm donating my time on the golf course, which is why you're going to be
Also,
subbing in for me.
I love that you think
you.
Matt should be honestly offended if people wanted him for his golf because he is Olympic gold medalist Matt Hamilton and radio host Matt Hamilton. Nobody's asking me for my golf. They're asking me because they like my company and some might find it slightly cool. People like me that they want to hang out with me. Not because I can golf. And, that's a compliment.
I'm not a piece of meat, Jim.
You are a
I'm a
piece
piece of meat that can swing a mean
You're a
golf
piece
club.
of gold meat.
You're right. You're not a piece of meat. You are Incredimeat.
Yeah. It sounds like I'm just a chunk of Incredimeat that happens to have a gold medal.
Yes.
Okay. Well, at least, you know what? Is that why I'm on the show?
Yes.
Is that why I'm here?
Do you honestly think that if you didn't have a gold medal, you'd be in your seat?
Honestly, I thought I had some really great takes.
You do.
You guys, that's why I want it.
There are plenty of gold medalists that don't have a radio show, so it doesn't get you all the way there,
Right.
but open the door for you.
Yeah,
You skipped a lot of steps. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the Everlight Solar Studios here who are like, I hate Matt Hamilton. I wanted to host the show, and Matt just jumped in front of me. Molly Brown being one of them.
I am a step skipper. That is fair.
Weren't you a super fan before you came here?
No, I mean...
Is that rude of me to ask?
No. I called the whole...
I called in every day.
The
and
way
won
I got
trivia
in,
all the
yeah,
time.
is calling in 3-4 times a week.
He was on ESPN National.
And I called in
Were you
national.
really?
Yeah, what was it? It wasn't Greeny.
Was it Cowherd? No?
No,
Okay.
Coward, that would have been 15 years ago.
I mean, Matt's...
Yeah,
I
it
don't know if
wasn't-
15.
it
I
wasn't-
feel it's like
it
8 or
wasn't-
9, so...
Really?
Matt's not a baby.
I guess. He
yeah,
does have
it
gray
was
hair.
definitely a national show, and I remember it was in
Mike and Mike in the morning.
no. It was
Was
in
it Rosillo?
February or March because it was the anniversary of the Rudy Gobert touching the microphones.
Oh, jeez.
And the
Okay.
COVID thing.
Yeah.
It was
You
a
would
couple
have said
years
this
after
was
that.
8 years ago. A couple years after that would have been 2 years
No,
ago.
I said Colin Cowherd was on 8 years ago. I didn't know when he called in. I was
Yeah,
just
no,
saying
I-
that
him
Cowherd.
calling
And
in.
honestly, it was because I was probably calling into this show pretty regularly, and I remember getting a phone call later that day because someone here at the office was obviously we had our station on, and they heard me on the national talking about the Giants' defensive line or offensive line or something.
What? That's what everyone wants.
I mean, they were asking questions about the Giants, and I was like, I gotta take. Their
not share it?
offensive line is brutal, and I know how easy the gold card gets me onto ESPN Madison. Maybe it'll work on ESPN National. I'll be like, hey, I'm an Olympic gold medalist. My name is Matt Hamilton. They're like, you're on next.
And then when they ask you what sport, you say curling.
Oh, never mind.
They shut you off.
No, they were cool. I was actually thanked for my service over in Korea.
Service?
That's what he said.
Did you say no thank you?
I said,
I don't
didn't
deserve
work
that.
hard. That's too high of a praise, but no, it's pretty cool. National radio host Matt Hamilton.
That's honestly like an episode of Curb where someone says thank you for your service to an Olympian and Larry gets mad because they say you're welcome and it's you didn't serve anything. Isn't that like a
that
setup
would be
for
a
a
good
Seinfeld
episode.
or Curb or something like that where someone is accepting thank you
Except
for your
this would be
service
a
for being an
point
Olympian.
where that would be a point where Larry would be right.
Yes.
Normally
Oh,
Larry's
absolutely.
in the wrong.
Yeah.
That's
No, Larry's right.
That's the proper take.
No, he's right. I think more often than not.
That's because you're a curmudgeon too.
Yeah, but curmudgeons can be right. Curmudgeons can still be right. I missed the show on Friday. Hopefully you guys had fun without me. Unfortunately, I'm back. If you were happy I was gone. If you missed me, I'm back. 844-770-3776. That's how you get into the show. I was camping down at Yellowstone State Park down in Blanchardville. My cell phone, worthless brick. So now my oldest daughter has a fish story because she caught a bass that
Was this big?
Well, I did do this. So from my fingertip to here, Matt, about how much is that? How long?
10, 12 inches.
So, and it was a heavy fish. I had to help her reel it in because she's kind of an in-between pole. She doesn't have a full-on fishing
But it
pole.
wasn't like the straight-up Mickey Mouse
Right.
pole?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Mickey Mouse pole is going to be snapping in half, and that fish will just be swimming in the lake with
Yeah.
it. But I was able to kind of pull it in a little bit, and I was shocked. But since our phones didn't work, we didn't bring him fishing because it's
You
like...
didn't get a picture.
Didn't get a picture. So my wife explained
did
to
it
her.
happen?
Yeah. So well, that's the best part. My wife explained to her now that
Caught a
she has a
10-pound
fish
bass.
story, and she explained a fish story. And you can chime in 844-770-3776. How would you describe a fish story? So basically, my wife just said, "Hey, well, now every year you tell a story, you just add an inch and a couple pounds to the fish."
Well, what's perfect for which one was it?
Rosie.
So what's perfect for Rosie is that, you pointed to the fingertips to about halfway up your forearm. She's a young girl, probably her full forearm.
Yeah.
But she's going to grow.
Yeah, that's a
so
good
when
point.
she's like 10 years from now and she's like, I was like 7 and I caught a fish on my kid's pole that was as big as my forearm.
Right,
It's going to grow. It's going to be way bigger than a head.
Actually, you know what I want? I want your fish stories. 844-770-3776. I want your fish story. Do you have a fish story, Molly?
I'm trying to think.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, actually, I do. Well, it's not my story, but I was there with my husband when it happened. So, like, the way you measure bass is by weight. You don't measure it in length. Right. So, just if you're changing your story, just add a pound every single year.
Okay.
So, the big thing, like here, there's like 3-4 pounders, right? Like, that's
a big
That's
fish.
a big fish.
Yeah.
But getting a 5-pounder is like the big thing, right? So, my husband was.
This is definitely a 5-pounder.
Oh yeah, totally right.
Absolutely.
So no, we were fishing at Fox Lake, and it was like right at the beginning of the season. So I think it was like April, May. Like we were still wearing sweatshirts, I remember. But my husband, he ended up catching like a 5-pound bass. It was huge, and you could see it. But then when you looked at it, it was like all in the belly because the thing was pregnant. So then I was like, he's like, I can't keep it. Can I? Like, I was like, no, you can't keep it. I was like, no. And he's like, I know. He's like, God, this sucks. So it was like, it took him how many freaking casts to catch a 5-pound bass that he had to throw back. But we got a picture of it. It was good size, but it was very much pregnant, so we couldn't keep it.
This is a little fun idea for you.
How did you know it was pregnant?
You could see it in its like belly. It's kind of like a different color. Like it has a pregnant belly. It sounds weird, but
silly.
I'll show you the picture. I definitely have it. But we were like, no. And then it was crazy because like the town is small, so then the word got passed around and around and around, and everybody was like, oh my God, that's so great that you like threw it back, like, because then it's helping grow the species and everything. And it was kind of cool though, but definitely a disappointment. But my husband will not go fish. Like he wants to try fishing in other states. Because, like, if you go to Texas, there's, like, 6-pound, 8-pound, huge bass, right?
Bass.
But he's like, I don't want to catch one that big because then when I come back to Wisconsin, fishing isn't going to seem like...
Might be a bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Now, Molly, so you can let your husband know on this. Next time, you can take a picture of the fish, and they can make, like, a
replica of
it. Same coloring, same markings, like, say...
True.
This thing got hit by a northern one day, and part of its like dorsal fin was gone. Like they will capture those like details.
True.
You still could have got that fish mounted with a picture.
We could. I'll show you guys the picture.
844-770-3776 is how you get into the show. You can call in and share your fish story. Molly will share she's reading the talk and text line today. So if you got a fish story, chime in with it 844-770-3776. Matt, I want your fish story. But to be honest, I hate fishing to the point of it is not worth the money, whatever the cost is, and I don't think it's a lot to get a fishing license because under 15
like
kids kids fish for free.
Right.
I have a fishing pole. I don't bring it out. I don't do anything with it. The kids bring theirs, so then I'm not fishing.
Oh, but earlier today, he just admitted on air that he was helping his daughter reel it in.
So if that's a crime. If that's a crime, but I hate fishing.
At the Everlight Solar Studios.
Because I'll be honest, I think it was a bass. It was Yellowstone Lake. It looked like a fish I recognized before.
Did it have a stripe running?
Yes.
Head to tail.
Yes.
Then it was probably a largemouth bass.
Yeah. So my wife has caught what was it? A garfish. Like it has like a
gar.
We caught that in the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
That one, she pulled it out of the water. It looks like it's got like sharp teeth on it.
Yeah, it's a trash fish.
Yeah, I just cut it. I said, nope.
Unless you got gloves or pliers or something, it is not worth it.
Yeah, Ryan's putting it up on our stream here in a minute, but it looked like something prehistoric, and I just said, absolutely not. I'm cutting that. But it is honestly one of those things where I guess if I have to waste some time or kill time, we'll do it. But it is never on my list when we go camping to go fishing because, one, I have to take all the fish off. 2, the kids get bored very quickly unless they catch a fish because I'm like,
and they probably don't want you to like clean it, so it's not like you're eating dinner. Or
and then it's also
dinner.
like I turn into my dad or any old man where it's like that's why they call it fishing, not catching. Because after a few minutes, you're like, I'm not catching anything. I'm like, yeah, this is why fishing sucks. We can do anything else.
No, so here's the thing with fishing. My husband loves to claim that it's like a cheap, fun hobby, right? No. Not when your entire garage is filled with fishing lures, fishing poles, kayaks, all the different things that he needs to fish. Mm-hmm. Where I'm like, when people actually started fishing, all they needed was a stick and some string.
It's just
it's literally all you need.
It's the upfront investment. Now that he's got all the stuff.
Yeah. Now he gets all this stuff. Then he loses a lure on a tree, and then he has to go buy another one that's the exact same thing.
Because you lost yours. None of this all tracks.
No, the amount of crap that fishermen have, it is ridiculous. His trunk is
you need
full.
A walleye pole. You need a
exactly
all-in-one kind of fishing pole. Probably
you need a
muskie
catfish.
rod.
You need a muskie.
You need an ultralight.
Don't even get me started on muskie stuff. That stuff is expensive.
Yeah.
That is
Muskie
an
stuff,
expensive hobby.
Don't get me started on musky stuff. That just sounds like something. There you go.
Exactly.
Spicy.
But she's not wrong.
Do you have? It is spicy.
No, musky stuff is expensive.
So here's the thing.
If you have to ask, you can't afford
and
it.
let's ask this question.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it. What kind of knowledge is that?
No, that's a good life lesson. There's certain things.
Those lures are like $40, and I'm like, literally, if one muskie comes, that thing's gone.
That's brutal. Let's 844-770-3776. We're gonna have a sports one, but we'll put this one up at Jim and Matt. What is how do we want to phrase this? The most expensive hobby? Is it fishing? Is it golfing? What's a third? Pickleball?
I mean,
I want to say what's the dumbest?
That falls into a good holiday or like sport rec activity.
Yeah.
I think pickleball falls into that.
Okay, because I would say the dumbest, and I do one of them, golf. I do also know this is pretty
Camping?
dumb.
Yes.
Camping's a hobby, and it's
Is it a hobby?
expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Certainly. Well, I mean, what would you call it?
Well, I guess I'm thinking like a hobby sport.
Hunting is hunting is
It's like-
expensive.
I
Camping's
feel
not
like
like-
camping's good because there's people that will just go out for the weekend to go out for the weekend. Whatever your excuse is for doing it, it's still a hobby.
I guess
'Cause you need
that's fair.
equipment
I'm
and gear
thinking of like
for
a
it.
sports hobby though. Like we can dunk on camping all you want. That's fine.
I'm not
But, like,
dunking on it.
dunking on
I
it.
just think
I'm saying
it
that,
kind of falls into the same category as
like
like
$50,000 camper. Yeah, no, camping's expensive.
Okay,
so like,
or
yeah.
just tent camping. Like you
I
spend
was gonna say, just all the
$350
stuff
bucks
that
on
you
a nice
buy.
camp tent. You
Oh,
spend another
tent
$100 bucks
camping.
on like a jet boil.
Never again am I.
You got your
Oh.
mountain house.
Your air
Dehydrated
mattresses.
meat.
All right, so
Yeah,
we're
like
gonna-
things like that.
We'll
Camping
narrow it down
falls
a
in
little
there.
bit. I guess I was going more like a hobby sport.
Hobby sport.
Yeah,
Hunting,
so like,
fishing, golf.
we did have one in for skiing as well, but we could go
Skiing,
hunting,
that's fair.
fishing. Okay,
Hunting, fishing, golf, skiing, snowboarding.
Or other.
like put those like ski and skateboarding together.
Yeah,
We'll go with
together.
those. Ryan, that'll be our Jim and Matt poll question. 844-770.
Be sure to give them the option to
37.
chime in if they've got anything else.
Yeah,
like, man, I
76.
don't want to add like an other because people hit other and don't give a reply, like what they think. You know what I mean?
If you vote
Yeah.
other, just text us.
Right. So we'll just have them text us in. If you think it's other, say it. And if it's not a big enough deal to
Ryan's
you, then
giving
we
you
won't
such a
say it.
stank right now. He's
No,
like,
I'm not giving you a stank. I'm
He's
just like, guys, we need to actually get options here. And what are we looking for?
We got the 4 options, and then
Okay.
just say if you're not seeing your hobby, let us know.
If you're not seeing your hobby, it's not worthwhile.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it means.
It's not worth the money you're spending on it.
Yes.
Get a new hobby. Tim in
welcome.
Take up
Oregon.
curling.
Tim in Oregon says gambling is an expensive hobby. That is true.
Sports gambling.
Well, if you suck at it,
It is sports adjacent, Jim. You're looking for hobby sports. How about
Hobby. You ever see the hobby horse? Side note: have you seen that there's a hobby horse sport now?
no?
It is like a competition. People ride. Have you seen this at all? The hobby horse.
oh wait, you sent
oh.
the video of this. It's
Yes,
weird.
We'll talk
where
about-
they're- Yeah. Okay. I know
We'll
what you're
talk about that on
talking
the other
That's not
side.
an
But before we
expensive
go to, I'm guessing like anything else.
Do you know
this
how much
hobby
a nice horse would cost?
You know
A
the
horse with
upkeep-
a stick in it?
you know the
Maybe.
upkeep for a hobby horse?
Yeah.
You know, like
well,
a barn?
You sound so naive right now.
Matt, tell us about our good friends at Revive Restoration.
Yeah, guys. Revive was at my place today. My gym is coming along so great. The roof is on. All of the materials to keep the area clean taken away today. We're ready to finally put in the drywall and finish this gym of mine off. And it has been absolutely seamless this last week while we've been doing with this. I got a text in the morning saying, hey, your repair guy's here to take care of everything. Like, everything is laid out in front of you. They have step-by-step payment plans. They've got ways for you to figure out exactly how much and what is costing what, so there's no question when the final bill comes. Revive Restoration does it all. You can go to revivepros.com and see the whole gambit of services they have to offer you or your business. And remember, if you need to get your life back on track after an accident, whether it be mold, fire, smoke, and a whole lot more, Revive Restoration can do it fast, efficiently, and detail-oriented to get your life back on track again. Go to revivepros.com to check it out, or call Revive Restoration and tell them Jim and Matt sent you.
We're going to continue. We're going to continue the conversation about the hobbies, and we are going to ask you some Jordan Love questions. Next is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
Hey there, this is stand-up comedian and Whitewater alum Kevin Bozeman. You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Go Warhawks!
Matt Hamilton here to tell you about my friends at Revive Restoration. Nobody plans for accidents to happen, but when they do, you can count on Revive to be professional, efficient, and detail-oriented as they make things right again. Revive Restoration.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck and Honeys. Congratulations to the perennial Best of Madison Award winner by the folks at Madison Magazine. Meet me at Buck and Honeys to celebrate Wisconsin hospitality. Whether you're enjoying the view on the Yahara River in Monona, exploring Wanakee, visiting the OG in Sun Prairie, or checking out the new location in Mount Horeb, you can enjoy the Buck and Honeys experience in a neighborhood near you. Serving lunch and dinner 7 days a week with brunch every Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you at Buck and Honeys.
Get ready to crush your fitness goals at Prairie Athletic Club, the ultimate destination for health, wellness, and recreation. This is Sarah Tauscher. The Pack has everything you need to succeed, from group fitness classes to personal training, indoor and outdoor pools, soccer fields, and so much more. Your fitness goals start at the Pack. Don't miss out. Their summer memberships are now available. So join before those rates go up. Stop by or visit prairieathletics.com today. That's prairieathletics.com. Prairie Athletic Club, family fun community.
Breaking news on ESPN Madison is presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or visit metrokiaofmadison.com.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store in Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
Christopher Russo is here.
How are we all doing? Is he driving you crazy?
No, of course. Of course.
He is?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I'm sitting here, though.
Yeah, I know.
You say that.
He's okay. Evan's all right?
He's good. He's good.
Love you are good. You're much better than him. Candy's good.
He's great. He's excellent.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekdays from 5 to 9 on 100.5 ESPN.
Since 1961, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business with 3 generations calling Stoughton home for over 60 years. To continue their growth and support for their local community, Stoughton Trailers is building a new corporate headquarters right here in Stoughton. This new HQ is designed to promote the physical, mental, and business health of Stoughton Trailers and its employees. Stoughton Trailers, looking forward to the limitless possibilities that lie ahead. Stoughton Trailers, the best is yet to come.
Grab a Coke and grab some cash with a Coca-Cola Summer Cash Grab, only from Quick Trip. Play daily in your Quick Rewards app for a chance to win up to $250,000. Earn extra chances to enter by purchasing any qualified Coke, Monster Energy, Powerade, Body Armor, Smart Water, or Core Power Elite products with Quick Rewards. Summer just got a whole lot cooler with Quick Trip and Coca-Cola. No purchase necessary. See QuickTrip.com/sweepstakes for details.
Play where the Badgers play and enjoy a round at University Ridge Golf Course, the official course of the University of Wisconsin and host of the annual AmFam Championship. It's easy to see why University Ridge is consistently rated among the best public courses in Wisconsin. Whether it's a tournament, a corporate event, or just a golf outing with family and friends, University Ridge will make sure that you have an enjoyable golf experience from start to finish. Book your tee time today at universityridge.com. That's universityridge.com.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team for the 2nd year in a row. Vote every day this month at madisonmagazine.com.
was fishing off a bridge. Game warden stopped me for a license. I lit a joint to kill time. Then I got a littering ticket for throwing my joint in the river. That from none other than Robin Madison.
That is on par for Robin Madison.
Well, you were looking for techniques to help fishing be more entertaining.
There you go. That's Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown, Jim Rutledge with you. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light, live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Wollersheim behind the glass, putting up with our crap. At Jim and Matt, the question we've come to is most expensive hobby sport, and it is not going to be an answer question. He just has the pictures up there. So go ahead and call in 844-770-3776. We've been talking, I guess, pickleball. I imagine that gets expensive. Golf is never ending.
Pickleball seems like the kind of sport like you get into for like 2 weeks and it's not expensive, but then you get way too into it and then you buy like $150, $200 paddle.
Like
then you're looking for like outdoor pickleballs, and like 2 weeks prior you didn't even know there was such thing as an indoor and an outdoor pickleball.
Exactly.
Like,
Honestly, that's so many sports.
The pickleball vibe I get.
I would frisbee golf. All of a sudden,
yeah, but that's not. It's really not that expensive. It's like
some people buy like $40 a ton of discs though.
Even a disc at most is going to cost what, $20? Most expensive.
I have no idea.
I think that's like high. I've seen.
But I think
I used to buy them for like 10 to 12.
And I'm not saying that that's an expensive sport, but I think every sport, whether it's
like the reason disc golfers disc golf is because they can't afford to play ball golf.
No, I don't think that's the case.
Because they can't afford to what?
Golf.
Ball.
Okay. I say ball golf because the disc golfers
frisbee.
They just refer to frisbee golf or disc golf as golf.
That's weird.
So if you looked at some of these, what makes them expensive? Whether it's fishing, obviously you got the lures. You might need a boat.
The poles.
The poles.
The thing about golf is it's
clothing,
constant.
Though, everything's got apparel. Everything's got apparel.
Yeah.
I mean, hunting. We were at Vortex. We were at Vortex recently. You could have optics. You could have the apparel, fishing apparel. You could wear some of the stuff they had there. The hats. So
gotta buy deer pee for your boots.
Yeah, you got to gear up.
I don't think deer pee is expensive though.
If you
ever tried to get deer pee, Molly?
Do you buy gallons of it? I mean, then it is. But
how do you think someone gets gallons of deer pee?
That is an expensive gathering.
But like bows for like archery.
Yep.
So
Guns.
expensive. Guns, like
ammo
everything.
right now.
Yep.
Boots.
Heaters. Yep.
Your blind that you're in.
Yep.
No, dude. Don't get me wrong. I think
golf.
I think hunting might be
But
golf.
here's my thing.
Golf is constant.
Is with golf though. Is nobody portrays it as a free sport. With hunting and fishing, people say, "Oh, you're getting your own meat, you're getting your own fish. Like it's so easy. All you need is a pole, you need line, you need a hook. Oh, for hunting, all you need is a gun or a bow, and then you get your free meat, and then you have meat for however long to last you the year. Then you got to pay for the processing of the meat, and then you have to pay for all the different cuts that you do. Yes, like there's everything. But like with golf, it's like okay, golf clubs are expensive. You know that going into it. Okay, you're gonna lose a couple balls that are probably expensive.
Golf clothes,
golf courses are expensive.
Golf courses. With honestly, you got a great point with like the hunting and fishing part of it. You're probably paying like for a deer, unless you're like an expert hunter, you're probably paying like $300 a pound for your deer meat when you actually account for.
I feel like that's a little high, but yeah,
the processing. I mean, I buy a quart of beef. It's expensive to process beef. Like it is busy. Like I mean, it is expensive. It is time consuming. I have to drive to a whole other state to pick up my quarter cow every time. So
why do you go to a different state?
I don't know. That's where the place I buy it from. That's where they process their meat.
There are cows in Wisconsin, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And the cow I get is from Wisconsin. The way where they process their meat is in Illinois. I don't know. I don't pick. I don't get to choose.
So you gotta pay like the iPass fees and everything to get there.
Where do you think you can get to Illinois without iPass fees?
If you're going the long way. If you're going the MapQuest
Chicago, Illinois.
There's nothing else in Illinois except for Chicago. That's where my mind goes.
And a cow processing
Here's the dirty secret. Illinois and Wisconsin, Chicago and lakes are the difference here. Like I couldn't tell you when I'm in Illinois or Wisconsin and that part of it, it's all the same. It's all farms. They all look the same. All the roads are the same.
Except for the fact that you can't just drive 20 minutes away from your house, which I guarantee there's a processing plant 20 minutes from you.
He likes to feel like a smuggler.
Go to Matt's
You know what I mean? He likes to live dangerously,
you don't get
and he
to
just
choose.
wants to
You
feel
don't get
like
to
a
choose.
meat bootlegger.
I picked the farm. The farm is down in Judah. You don't get to choose. They send the cow out. I'm taking a quarter of it. They get to decide where they're processing the meat.
I know a lot of people that do this, and you are the only person that crosses state lines to do this.
Because that's where I'm getting the cow from.
You're getting got.
No, I'm paying way less than anyone else is because I know the farmer. So and the processing is less too. But You don't get a choice on where I guarantee in Madison they're paying more.
I don't know. I've never
without a
done it
doubt.
before. I want to, but I don't have the freezer space. So
All right. 844-770-3776 is how you get into the show. We got Mark Tauscher coming up next, and then we're also going to get to a little bit later kind of a revised version of what Matt missed. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue, and we can prove it. Follow the show on Twitter at Jim and Matt.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Rutledge and Hamilton every Thursday, and we will let you know where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes. To celebrate our love for dive bars, me and Matt are going to tell you about some of our favorites, featuring one extra special dive bar that will have $2 High Lifes on special for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin, like Mount Vernon Tap, Utica Bar, Bristled Boar, and Players Bar.
Many people with unique homes reach out to Pella because our team of experts can customize windows and doors that match architecture from any era.
I love that I have a home that's 100 years old. It's a historic district, and we didn't want to ruin the look by having modern windows in an older home. When I found out that Pella had an architecturally accurate product line, they simply guided us and helped us to make a great decision for our home.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 48 months at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Certain restrictions apply at 6/30/2024.
See what everyone is talking about at the club at Lac La Belle. The birthplace of golf in Wisconsin has a rich history you will feel upon arrival. The historic course is open to the public 7 days a week. Experience a round at the club at Lac La Belle. Schedule your tee time today at club@laclabelle.com. Looking for more golf? Take advantage of same-day replay rates and enjoy fine dining and event space after your round. An historic past meets a vibrant future. Go to club@laclabelle.com to start your journey. In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Listen to Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN.
There are other quarterbacks that you got really excited about that then had some backsliding a little bit. Why is it that Jalen Hurts were able to explain away and say, well, he just wasn't that good to begin with?
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by Zimbrick Chevrolet, Hallman Lindsay Paints, and Coors Light, made to chill. Green Bay Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher on Rutledge and Hamilton is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
I don't know if I'd agree with that, Jim Rutledge.
Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Mark, I want to get to some of the Packers stuff here.
Just wait, what you just said there, that is an F.
Wisconsin football analyst.
Your analysis and your take was a big
That's 100% correct.
Because
Mark Tauscher on Rutledge and Hamilton is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with you now, joined by Mark Tauscher on Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Mark, happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
There you go. Do the rest of you want to wish him happy birthday? Jeez.
Should we just sing him happy birthday?
I'm curious what
Should we sing him
the birthday boy is going to do for the rest of his day today.
I think I'm going to do 2 hours with you guys. That's what I'm planning on doing.
We don't have enough voices in here, so it'll be perfect. Yeah.
Honestly,
I
you're
need
it.
another one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm good.
Happy birthday, though. I enjoyed the donuts that
Thank
were
you,
brought in
Molly.
for your birthday.
You know what? It feels like Molly's the only one that's being sincere about that. So, Molly, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You are welcome.
That's why we brought her in.
Yeah,
She's got that sincere voice.
We needed someone to at least pretend to be sincere.
There you go.
Did you get any golf in, or are you going to golf, or did you actually give up golf like you had said to me last year at the end at fall?
No, I didn't give it up, but I'm definitely playing less. Obviously, today it's way too hot to be out golfing anyways. It's, whatever temperature. But I think I'm getting more into fishing. So I don't know, I pick up the ball, As you get older and your body starts breaking out, I still enjoy playing golf. I'll still get out and play. But I'm probably playing – I'm definitely playing a lot less than I have in the past, for sure.
So, Mark, actually, that leads right into our question we've been asking today of, like, what's the most expensive hobby sport? You know, there's golf, there's pickleball, there's fishing, there's hunting, skiing. I mean, and sounds like you're trying a few of them over the last decade or so. What are, in your opinion, some of the most expensive hobby sports out there?
Hockey. I think hockey is definitely.
That's not like a sport.
That's a sport.
That's a sport.
A hobby
Yeah.
sport.
Nobody's like, I'm just going to play hockey now.
Listen, you can look at everything you just mentioned there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think fishing is probably at the top. Hunting with all the gear and the scopes and all the stuff that you have to do, but I don't know anybody. I mean, everybody loves having a boat, but it's even better if you have a friend with a boat.
Yes.
Because I think the old acronym goes, bust out another 1,000 when it comes to boating. And fishing, I think fishing is probably one of the most expensive, but I'll say this, the more you do it, the more you love it. It's super fun. And they all get expensive, but I think you could probably put fishing probably up at the top of any of those lists. I'm never going to ski, so I couldn't tell you. I'm assuming skiing is very expensive too. But I would think comparatively speaking, I think golf is a lot more reasonable than boating would be, or fishing.
Not bad. That's funny you say that because Jim was just talking about how fishing is the worst. So I'm glad
I
that
can't
you
stand
said
fishing. I was just fishing with my kid.
Why
I only
do you
go
hate
because
fishing?
it's so boring. My kids will go. I won't even pay the money to get a license. My kids fish. I keep them company. I refuse to take part of it. I don't like it. We don't eat the fish. My daughter caught.
Well, maybe that's why it's so boring. Throw a rod out there. Maybe you'll catch something, and then it'll be fun. Your kids will look at it. So you just sit there and watch. What do you take a book and read while they're?
No, I just talk to them. If they catch anything, I'm the only one taking it off the line. Like if they catch anything, I talk to them. They're distracted. They end up holding their line anyways because they get bored as well because it's fishing. So they caught one fish. They caught a bass.
I don't know how old you are, but I feel like you're 30 years older than I am.
I'm 44, and I just like what I like and don't like what I don't like. It's fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tausch, do you plan on ice fishing?
When I have ice fished in the past, it mainly turns into drinking Coors Lights and playing sheephead. So I'm not as big of a fan of ice fishing as I am just regular fishing, but I have went. I enjoy it. It's like anything else. It always depends who you're with. But yeah, I've dabbled in that, and I much prefer being out there than out golfing in today's weather, if that makes sense to you.
Makes sense.
Makes total sense. And, I mean, with you talking about all the big fish you're trying to catch, it gets me thinking about the big fish that the Packers are trying to catch.
Why you try so God?
What a pro. What a pro.
Not his worst. Not his worst.
Yeah, thank you, Molly. So, obviously, trying to...
Molly, I'll tell you this. For sure not as good. For sure.
So the Packers are trying to land Jordan Love. The market
obviously
land the plane now.
Hey Matt, what bait are they using to get Jordan Love in the boat? $56 million.
That's
a $57 million lure. What
how
are they
expensive is that lure? The market's been reset. Trevor Lawrence kind of commands the new market. Where is Jordan Love at now?
Yeah, I mean, I thought last week, when Lawrence signed his deal, I just can't imagine Jordan Love's team thinking that they should take a penny less than what he got. So, as is always the case, last year would have been a lot cheaper to sign, but you didn't have as much information. And then this offseason, I think May is when you could have signed him. You could have gotten maybe in before Goff. And when Goff signed, I think that set the new floor for where Jordan's team was going to look. And now I really believe that you're going to have to go right at or more than where Trevor Lawrence was. And then, Tua's out there. He's going to want a new deal. Is he going to take less? And then if he gets more, do you think Jordan Love's team thinks that he's not as good, if not better, than Tua? So it just kind of is one of those things where you have to kind of figure out, all right, here's where we're at. What's going to be that line of delineation, and what's that timeline going to be? Because, Tannenbaum joined us. He obviously has done a bunch of deals with quarterbacks and everything else. When the timeline, I think once you get to training camp, it's going to get more complicated. And then once the season starts, if nothing happens, it's going to get more complicated. But with all that said, I think when both sides want to get a deal done, both sides, it's in everybody's best interest too. I still think Green Bay and Jordan Love get something done before that 22nd of July, and I'm guessing it's going to be right around a little bit more than what Trevor Lawrence got.
What I find crazy is Jordan Love hasn't thrown a televised pass since January, and since that day, his value's only skyrocketed, and just the current market of the NFL for quarterbacks right now is just kind of blowing me away. And it's more of a comment than a question.
Yeah, well, what happens is someone resets the market, and then you look at it, and the salary cap continues to explode because you pick up a Netflix grab in a couple games, and you pick up more gambling money. And the NFL is an absolute juggernaut, and that money just continues to go. And when the cap goes up, quarterback salaries are the highest expense, and that's the first thing that goes. So Dak Prescott is going to be the first $60 million quarterback. Unless Jordan Love or Tua gets there before, Dak being in the situation that he's in, he is going to be able to reset that market again. And then Patrick Mahomes will go to Kansas City and say, I need to reset this. And it's just a non-ending cycle. And you hope that you have a guy that you feel really good about paying that money, because I know I'm not going to get in a fight because it's my birthday with Rutledge today about the rookie quarterback. Hey, Jim, no blank. It's better to have a star quarterback on a rookie deal. I get it. But you know what? That's not how the world works. Eventually, you got to pay your people, and you want – I know the Bears have not had that luxury of being in a position to pay someone $60 million, but they're hoping, I can assure you right now, that their entire team is looking at it saying, I hope in 4 years we have to pay Caleb Williams $75 million. They hope that they get in that position.
Tauscher, at what point are you kind of panicking if they don't get this deal done? Because, like you said, it gets a little fishy heading into training camp.
God.
Good.
Thank you. It does get a little fishy, though, as they head closer into training camp, and if they're actually in training camp, all the things that could go wrong. But, I mean, I'm looking at a calendar, and if they don't have anything signed by July 12th, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, and I do not want that hanging over training camp whatsoever. When do you start to panic?
Well, I'd expect the Packers to nothing. You guys, Wooly, nothing. Wall-eyed?
No.
Expect?
That's what I thought you said, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
These are good.
I think you don't need to panic. I think the big thing is Jordan Love and his team going to say, I'm not playing without a new deal? Until I hear that, as a fan of the Packers, I'm not going to really get too panicky, because Jordan's going to be there. He's going to play it. Again, that's going to be the most intriguing part if nothing gets done. And again, I just want to continue to reiterate, I believe something will get done. But if it doesn't, is Jordan and his team with 1 year of starting going to really say, I'm going to hold out and not play? I don't envision that. I think the Packers realize that too. So that's where, if it gets to be middle of training camp, and let's say the beginning of training camp even, and Jordan Love decides not to show because he needs a new deal, that's when you start panicking. Until you hear or see that, I'm just not worried, because he is under contract for another year, and I don't know if his team is going to go down that route. I just think I don't envision that happening.
Yeah, they don't want to offer him a crappy deal.
All right, Matt, shush. Mark,
there you go.
Last question I have for you, and it's not fishing pun related. Matt Hamilton calls Dak Prescott Mr. Mid. Everyone in Wisconsin hates Kirk Cousins. Now we're talking about how Tua's trash, and then Joe Burrow's falling down the list, and he's no longer good anymore, and Trevor Lawrence isn't worth the money. It just feels like the second Jordan Love gets paid, the honeymoon stage ends with him, because right now he is the darling of the national media, local media, everything. And unless he turns out to be Aaron Rodgers next year, it's almost like he's getting set up to be the next guy people will be ripping on a year from now when contracts come up. It's like the more we watch a guy play, the more they like to focus on the warts instead of the positive. So my question is the second Jordan Love signs this contract, is that the second the honeymoon phase ends for him?
I don't know if I'd say that. I think you get up on that perch of contracts.
These are good.
The expectation game climbs when you get paid. But nobody is going to – this is the NFL market. And this is going to come down to the honeymoon phase will end every week he doesn't play well, and then it'll pick back up when he plays well. So if he goes to Brazil and struggles, there are going to be people saying we shouldn't have paid him, we should have done this, and that's how it goes. But the people that know him and see him and believe in him are going to pay him. And they put, like Goody said earlier this offseason, we have 4 years with him. We know what he's about. We know he's a worker. We know he's a student of the game. All of the things you hope to hear. He handles himself the right way, and he's a really good player, as we've seen from what he's done. That doesn't mean he's going to have a great week every week, but what it means is over the course of 17 weeks, you're going to have a lot more good than you're not. And as long as you keep growing from that and building, everybody's going to be happy. Will there be fans that will say he's overpaid and I can't believe you're paying him $56 million? Absolutely there will, and that's just always going to be the case. Unless you're Patrick Mahomes with 3 championships already, there are people that say Lamar Jackson, because he can't win the playoffs, overpaid. Josh Allen. Oh, Joe Burrow's hurt all the time. All the stuff that you just said about those quarterbacks, that's the life of being a quarterback in the NFL. If you can't take that, you're not in the right profession. So that's a part of getting this big fat deal, is that you're going to have a ton of money and you're going to be in a great position to be able to lead your team. And you're going to have to take some shrapnel from fans and from media along the way. And you just have to deal with it and not let that dictate how you feel. And that's easy to say from the cheap seats. But when you're out there, that's just kind of the way things go.
Well, it's no fishtail. Mark Tauscher is a keeper.
Nice.
Thank you, Mark.
Pretty good.
That was the worst one of all of them.
Oh, shut up, all of you. They all sucked. Thank you, Mark. Mark is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers in Madison or in Middleton. Madison's local and custom jeweler and a family-owned jewelry store. So go in there and see Scott or Ruth or Devin or Garrett and see what piece of custom jewelry they can make for you. We're going to play What Matt Missed next. Rutledge and Hamilton.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Need more of Judgmental Jim? Subscribe to the Rutledge and Hamilton podcast, presented by Revive Restoration, wherever you get your podcasts. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starry on Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starry on Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience by going to starryonbank.com. Member FDIC.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Hunter Vaughn. Luke Fickell does it again, adding yet another 4-star recruit to the class of 2025 for the Badgers football team. This time, the Badgers add Eugene Hilton Jr., son of the former Indianapolis Colts wideout T.Y. Hilton. Wisconsin beat out Georgia, Missouri, and Ole Miss for Hilton's commitment. Wisconsin has the 12th ranked class in the country according to 247 Sports.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 48 months at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Discover a new generation of Audi featuring the all-electric Audi e-tron models. You could save $7,500 on select Audi EVs with the AFS EV lease bonus. See dealer for details and exclusions. Eligibility is subject to credit approval through Audi Financial Services. Cannot be combined with National Customer Credit. Offer expires July 1st of 2024. Stop in and test drive today. The Summer of Audi sales event is here. Check out our website to see our current qualifying inventory. Start your adventure at Zimbrick Audi of Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
The second annual ESPN Madison Open presented by Coors Light is right around the corner, and you can swing into the fun. Join us on Monday, August 5th at Bishops Bay Country Club and help raise money for the Miracle League of Dane County. Join this exclusive event and you'll receive 18 holes of golf, food and drinks, ESPN Madison swag, and much more. Sign up today at ESPNMadisonOpen.com. That's ESPNMadisonOpen.com. Sign up today, donate, and make dreams come true with the Miracle League of Dane County, because every child deserves a chance to play ball.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues. This season, spring into adventure together in the Chevy of your choice.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
The annual Dream Big Gala is here, the celebration benefiting big brothers, big sisters of Dane County. Celebrate the power of mentoring at this year's gala on Friday, July 26th at Madison Marriott West. Take a journey through Wonderland as we celebrate mentorship in our community. Join us for a cocktail reception, raffles, whimsical dinner program, and live and silent auctions. Get your tickets now for the 2024 Dream Big Gala at bbbsmadison.org and celebrate mentoring in our community with big brothers, big sisters of Dane County.
Hey there, this is stand-up comedian and Whitewater alum Kevin Bozeman. You're listening to Rutledge in Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Go Warhawks!
Yeah, it's over, I'm circling these boxes, got me brain and this hunger. I'm feeling something rotten, feeling kinda tilted, and I'm pouring out the truth. Just fading out.
David Deerfield chimes in, going along with our fish puns. Jim loves it. What if love flounders? Is it a wasted bass-ass deal?
I'm here for it.
I didn't know if bass and ass were both supposed to be in there, or if it was supposed to just be wasted bass deal.
Could be either.
I like it. I want more fish puns.
Hopefully Jordan Love doesn't stink, otherwise it's going to get a little musky out there.
Oh, that would be carpy.
Be kind to dentist. They have fillings too, you know.
Oh, gosh.
That was dumb.
Jim has to go to a
Oh,
book.
really? All puns are dumb.
No.
You two dumb dumbs were giving horrible puns. Absolutely.
Puns are clever and
No, they're
witty,
stupid.
and they
You know who likes puns?
take a strong mind to come up with.
You know who I bet likes puns?
Who?
Jesse Nelson.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Jesse.
You-
if Jesse
you have
likes
a pun
chocolate,
book.
would you be done eating chocolate?
Because it's stupid. I know it's stupid. They're stupid puns. They're not funny. They're stupid.
No.
They're puns.
They're always punny.
All right. Those who cannot be funny tell puns.
Might be true, but it got me a job on the radio.
No, your gold medal got you a job on
No,
the radio.
it was because I was good at puns.
No.
So, Jim, when you were out on Friday, we had Kevin Bozeman, a comedian that was performing at Comedy on State, in. And was it bad of me? But I told him that I think I'm... Okay, so my question was basically, I think I'm funny, but, like, I would never become a stand-up comic because I don't think I'm, like, crowd funny. But for him, how do you go from being, hey, I'm funny and I can make a job out of this? So I was like, I think I'm really funny. Like, is that weird of me to say?
No, that's not weird of you to say. I'll say this, that anytime we talk to a comedian, it is like a skill. It is a craft. It is such like the way you have to like build up, set up. You're kind of pulling back jokes from earlier. Like the really great ones are like leaving markers that they're going to circle back to. I do think the more you host, like I think it'd be fun to see any one of us try to do a comedy show. I think all three of us would have a shot, not even because we're funny, but because we all host a radio show. We do the same thing. We have markers. We're trying to bring it back to what we brought up earlier. So like that part of it. I'm just including Molly. It's just you and I talking. It's just Matt's here, and I felt like I should, the inclusionary we.
Yeah,
but really, you and I. Molly.
Totally.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
On that note, Matt Hamilton, the sharpest tool in the shed. Let's play what Matt missed. What Leinenkugels were you not missing this weekend?
Oh, well, it was a hot one, so you had to go for something crisp, something refreshing, and that for me was the summer shandy. It doesn't get much better than a delicious beer with a hint of lemon. It's really Wisconsin's number one summer beer as far as I'm concerned. You can get that delicious Leinekugel Summer Shandy wherever you get delicious beers. And don't forget about the other amazing Leinekugel's flavors that are going to go amazing with this hot weather. Maybe it's the Juicy Peach. Maybe you're winding down watching that sunset with the Lakeside Cherry. Or you want to get down with a little twist on that Summer Shandy, get the Grapefruit Shandy. They're all fantastic. You cannot go wrong with Leinekugels. They've got a flavor for every moment. Check it out wherever delicious beer is sold. And remember, you got to be 21 years or older to enjoy.
All right, let's play What Matt Missed. We're mixing it up a little bit this time. Matt's going to get a lifeline. You only get about, do we settle on 15 or 10 seconds to answer?
Ooh, that's
I didn't know there was a time limit on Matt now.
We are putting time limit on Matt because my complaint with this thing is Matt just home for forever.
Maybe.
Like, so we're doing 10 seconds, and that's it.
Molly, hope you enjoyed your time on the show.
You put it so beautifully, Jim.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
Yes. All right, let's go.
Sounds like you're the
Context
one getting
is
kicked
important.
off, not me.
Oh, man.
Except when you're an Olympic gold medalist.
Honestly, I have no idea who it is. Here we go, yo. Obviously, he's talking about maybe.
It's time for What Matt Missed on Rutledge and Hamilton.
Shut up,
Presented
Molly.
by Leinekugels. Flavor the moment.
This is one of my favorite segments that you guys do on the show. I'm not
Also,
going to lie.
Matt, don't
Maybe.
realize, this is like Survivor. Yes. It's just the two of you fighting it out going forward. All right. Go ahead, Ryan.
All right, guys. So as Jim said, we're mixing it up a little bit now where Matt's going to have his own lifeline. But Jim knows that recently he's been putting too much on me. I've been a little bit crabby, you might say.
Who's fish for crab? All right.
Crab fisherman fish for crab.
So Molly Brown and Jim Rutledge helped me out this week. They sent me a few clips to play in today's segment. So this first one comes via Molly Brown. So you can't use her as your lifeline. You can use Jim if you need it. But let me go ahead and play the audio for you.
Happy Father's Day to all the Bears fans out there. Go Pack Go.
Pretty simple one, Matt. You got 15 seconds. Who was that?
I think it was Jordan Love, but now I'm going to use Jim as a lifeline. Do you know who that was?
You really want to use me as a lifeline?
You gonna use the lifeline on this?
I think I get all the lifelines I want, right?
No. You get to ask total of 3.
Okay, we'll stick with Jordan Love.
Molly?
That was Jordan Love. Happy Father's Day to the father of the Bears. Am I right?
Oh.
I love it.
But wasn't he wasn't happy about that. He was kind of he made a video for like someone he didn't think was going to be shared, and then it got shared. Like he did.
Oh, there's background to it?
Yeah, he didn't
I thought he was like in on the joke.
No,
I have no
he
idea.
cut that. Like someone came up to him, was like, "Hey, could you do this for my friend?" And it was like supposed to be like a cameo or a personal video, and it got shared. Jordan Love, we talked about it. Ain't that cool? Like he's very boring, and that's not a bad thing. He's very boring on purpose, but he didn't do that.
That's interesting. I did not know the backstory.
Yeah, so it was a cameo appearance by Jordan Love. Somebody paid him to do it, so I don't know. He probably got, I don't know, Matt, how much do you get for a cameo?
Less than
Like
Jordan
$30.
Love.
Less than Jordan Love. You get
We can
$30
look
bucks?
him up.
All right, times 5.
We'll look him up.
Times 5? Is that probably fair for Jordan Love?
5 to
He had to quit that. Like, why is he doing cameos? Like, he's got the contract coming. He's not.
What if there was just somebody that walked
He's not
up to
trying
him
to
on
get
the
beer
street?
money like Matt Hamilton.
All right, well, there was somebody else who was doing a cameo on a broadcast this weekend. Matt Hamilton, let's see if you recognize this voice.
Deuce. This Deuce revolver was my problem solver. Let's go. How often do people slide down that slide over there? Right? He can't get there. He better not outrun you. He better not outrun you. He better not. You better not let the pitcher outrun you, dog. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody but the pitcher. You can't outrun me, dog. Not you. Yeah, I know. Oh, he gone. He took that. Get up in there. He took that. Give him that. Give him that. Way to go eat. Go eat. 22 eating right now.
Matt Hamilton, now who was that?
That was obviously Snoop Dogg. I believe he was at Miller Park throughout the opening
What
pitch.
park?
AmFam Field.
There you go, AmFam Field. He was there throughout the opening pitch. He's performing this weekend in Milwaukee. Now, who do you think he was talking about in those clips?
Number 22.
Number 22 is
Come on.
Matt.
Yelich?
Thank you.
He doesn't get it.
The fact he had to hesitate.
The fact he answered as a question.
I did answer his question.
I
but it was,
am Matt Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly. That's how. Is this your first What Matt Missed?
All right, but I would like to, as we fine tune this, we want to start putting some things online. So you guys need to stop being so nice to Matt, because we want to have it that if Matt gets all 5, then we lose like a bet with him. So you got
there'll be some stakes. There'll be some stakes.
Yeah,
All right.
so we got to crank it up because you guys are laying softballs out here.
That's all right.
Okay,
It's a good
sorry.
start. It's a good
speaking
start.
of betting, there's somebody else who's a well-known gambler who had something to say on Friday night.
But for me personally, I wanted you guys to hear from me because I'm not doing any more interviews. Don't y'all be calling me. Nobody calling me. I'm not talking about this again. I'm not going to another network. But I'm going to pass the baton to either Jamal Crawford or Vince Carter or you, Steve. But next year, I'm going to just retire after 25 years. And I just want to say thank you. And I wanted y'all to hear from me first.
Matt, who's that saying he's going to retire next season?
Is that Charles Barkley?
Matt Hamilton actually knows his voice is Mr. NBA guy. Matt Hamilton showed up to play.
Of course I did.
That is Charles Barkley on NBA on TNT's postgame after Game 4 of Mavs Celtics with NBA, the NBA crew, saying that now we know that the TNT postgame broadcast is likely not going to survive after next season. And it seems like Charles Barkley is saying that once that's over, he's over. He's no longer doing any more games. He's done in his studio career. What do you think about that, Matt?
I mean, the guy's had he had a good basketball career, a long career as a
he was a Hall of Famer. Yeah,
he didn't win though. He had a good broadcasting career. The guy,
a good broadcasting career.
He's done it all. He doesn't have to do it anymore. Like he wants to live his life and be retired. I don't blame him for not wanting to travel and do this show.
I will say this now: do you believe that
he mostly does not
end?
travel? By the way, they really only travel for big games,
for
finals.
the postseason.
Yeah, really postseason.
Right. I mean, I knew that when Ant told him that he had to bring his butt up to Minnesota.
Well, you could just assume Minnesota's never won anything, so that could be why.
Yeah, I get it, but you still it's a commitment. There's a lot of basketball games every year, and the guy played what 12 seasons, and now 20. He's saying he's 20 into
24 years.
All right, here's the thing, though. Isn't Charles Barkley...
That's a ton of time. It's good for you. Retire, man. Enjoy your life now.
Isn't he, notorious for taking money, though?
Correct.
That's the thing. I think the reason why you said a known gambler is because he is known for spending his money. He's not even on 2K because they won't pay him enough to be on 2K. Even though Shaq, Ernie, Kenny are all on it, he's not even in there as a player.
Hey, I mean...
He also played 15 years.
That's adding to the fact that the guy, if he says he's going to retire and wants to be done, be done.
Currently has 7 years left on his contract with TNT, so we'll see what happens. He does like to get paid at the end of the day.
Just earlier this year, and it didn't work. He had a CNN show. I think he'll still want to do it. I think right now, rightfully so, he's bummed. Those are his friends,
right?
And they did that show for a long time, and I think he's just sad and wants to take it out on people right now.
Maybe.
If ESPN comes calling and says, "Hey, you can be in the Seaport Studios in New York, and we'll set you up, and we'll give you a condo downtown, and we'll pay you, millions of dollars, tens of 20s millions of dollars a year," he's probably gonna say, "Yeah, I'll do that."
Don't you think that show is gonna stay together? I don't know all the inner workings of the contract.
Done.
He's done.
I believe he's
saying
definitely
he's
retired.
staying with TNT no matter what. So he's not going to go to another station to be part of a postgame or a pregame.
Because I could see them all signing on if they're all keeping the same show, just a different network. But I don't know how that all works.
We'll see. But speaking of stumping Matt, Jim Rutledge came with the heat today. He really wants to get Matt on this one. All right, Matt, let's see if you have any inclination of what this one might be about.
It feels so good. He made us feel so good. And he passed me the ball. He never passed me the ball. And he passed me the ball. And I shot a three. And Phil didn't want me to shoot the three. I heard him. Because he's the Zen master, so he can speak to you without, He can speak to you, and he don't need a microphone. You can hear him in your head. Ron, don't shoot. I said, whatever. Bong, three. Woo!
Matt?
You can use either of his names. He said his name.
I know. I heard it. I still don't know who it is.
What name did he say?
I think I heard the name Ron.
That's correct.
So you got, 10 seconds left now?
I'm going to ask Molly for some help.
Can I say the name or do I give him a hint?
Give me
him a hint.
World Peace.
Ron Artest?
That is Ron Artest.
Yes. Wow.
Well
What
done.
is he talking about? I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
So Jim
Jim
sent me this in the break, so I was able to get it together for us. Apparently, this is 14 years ago today. Ron Artest hit a clutch three against the Celtics in Game 7 in the NBA Finals to win the NBA Finals. What would that be? 2009 NBA Finals now? Or 2010? What am I talking about? 14 years. I can't math.
I don't think so.
But Yes, that was Ron Artest speaking about the late, great Kobe Bryant and how he never passed the ball to him. But he did one time, and it worked out.
Kobe didn't pass the ball to anyone. That's
True.
why, yeah. So it was like, Kobe passed me the ball.
What was that? Where did that clip come from?
That was
Sound
from-
like a comedy show or something.
No, that was him, post-game celebration.
Post-game press conference.
Oh.
Yeah, they were talking to him. He's like, Kobe passed me the ball.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, Matt, last one here I got for you. Now, this is going to be a visual one. You got to go to the Rutledge and Hamilton YouTube stream on ESPN Madison. Jim, if you can point the camera towards Matt quickly.
All right.
Any context on what's going on here in this image? Can you explain what's happening here?
That is sad boy Rory McIlroy, pride of Ireland, who missed 2 3-foot putts on 16 and 18 to lose the U.S. Open to Bryson DeChambeau and the LIV Golf Tour.
You blew it!
Yeah,
That is correct.
Granted, the one on 18 he had, that thing broke 6 inches for a 2-foot putt. That's crazy. Not to say that Rory McIlroy shouldn't be making that putt because he's a professional golfer and that should be something he makes, but that was a trickier putt than, what we're used to, I think.
I would say so.
I want to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, but the guy, it's been 10 years since he's won a major. He clearly, I don't want to say he's got the yips, but he's had plenty of great opportunity to be in the hunt for some of these and kind of falls
Now,
apart.
Matt, can you just kind
Sunday.
of break down what's going on in this image, though? Where is he at? What's he doing right here?
He had finished the round prior to Bryson DeChambeau, and this is
Just explain how he looks for us.
He
Dazzling
looks,
details.
Rory wearing all white, he's got his khakis on, and he looks like a little kid who just had his lollipop stolen and is watching another kid eat said lollipop, and there's nothing he can do about it. He's sitting in the warm room at the U.S. Open. He might have to go out for a playoff still. He's hoping he has to go out for a playoff still. Instead, Bryson ends the tournament, and Rory is kind of sitting there in disbelief, like he just had something stolen from him.
What do you think was going through his mind at that moment? Just sitting back in there, having to watch Bryson hole out with that bunker shot, too?
Honestly, he's probably thinking about all the other random radio stations around the country that are going to have some amateur golfer discuss what he's going through, what mentally he's going through right now. Because we can talk about people choking and stuff, but when you've got legacy and millions of dollars on the line and it's a 2.5-foot putt, that is real. That is something none of us will ever experience, and he's probably thinking man, I'm a pro, everyone expects me to make this, and now that I haven't, there's going to be basically until the next major, people are going to be talking about Rory and this epic collapse.
Oh, almost like when you win the silver medal curling, right?
I wouldn't know.
Did he set you up for a burn that didn't happen?
Well, I mean, 4th place is the worst. I'd rather get silver than 4th. 4th is truly I'd rather get 5th than 4th.
Why 5th?
Because 5th.
That sounds dumb.
4th is
you're
like
out.
kissing your sister.
You finished playing the round robin.
What's 4th? Kissing your cousin? What are we talking about?
So get this. 5th place is you play the round robin of the tournament, and you just didn't do good enough. You didn't make the playoffs. When you make the playoffs of 4 teams, and 3 of those 4 get medals. One team,
You're the odd man out.
One team doesn't get a medal at that point. It's basically a new tournament. Everyone's on the same playing field. You just got to win the game you're playing.
You're a
One
fourth wheel.
team loses 2 in a row, and it was my team, and it's brutal. Ending the Olympics on 2 losses in a row is tough.
You blew it!
I know. I'm the Rory McIlroy of curling.
You
won a major a million years ago and still hoping to get back.
Okay, but here's the difference: is he still walked away with $1 million?
Oh, I'm here. I'm making tens of dollars a show.
Tens of Coors Lights.
This is Rutledge and Hamilton presented by Coors Light.
Join the Wisconsin Badgers at Camp Randall this fall. Don't miss out on your chance to cheer on the Badgers. Order a Wisconsin football 3-game mini pack today and enjoy the flexibility to tailor game day to your schedule. Simply choose 3 games, including key matchups like Oregon or Penn State. Then lock in your seats before kickoff this fall. Plus, save up to $10 per ticket and secure the best available seats before single game tickets go on sale. Visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this year's Sports Center Update brought to you by ESPN Madison as your new home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball. It's a new season, new conference opponents, new radio home, but that same goal to win a national title. Listen to every match all season long, beginning this fall on 100.5 ESPN. And keeping it right here in Madison. Earlier today on Willie and Tauscher, they were speaking about Rob Domofsky's check-in on Packers first-round pick Jordan Morgan. What position might the rookie fit into in his first season in Green Bay? Head over to ESPNWisconsin.com to check out Rob Domofsky's article on the Green Bay Packers rookie class. Meanwhile, the Milwaukee Brewers, they'll be starting a new 3-game road series not too long from now, about 2.5 hours away, but all the way out on the West Coast. They're taking on the Los Angeles Angels to start the 7-game road series for the Brew Crew after they won 2 out of 3 against the Reds over the weekend. Brewers still currently atop the NL Central standings as they're the only team currently above 500, 6.5 games ahead of the Cardinals at 35-35 on the season. Tonight's game will see the second career start for right-handed pitcher Carlos Rodriguez. He's 0-1 with a 4.91
Metro
ERA.
Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
You got the chill.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
This is Rutledge and Hamilton with Jim Rutledge and Matt Hamilton.
People like me.
That's some booty, Jim.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. I'm just not ready to crown his ass.
I'm ready to crown him.
You're premature.
Premature coronation.
Yeah, that's not uncommon.
Even if it was like a quote tweet.
I like quote tweets. Facts don't lie.
The next day, he's like, my Achilles feels pain, and that dolphin's pregnant.
I don't know what exactly all happened there, but...
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio with Matt Hamilton alongside downtown Molly Brown. Here's Jim Rutledge.
Rutledge and Hamilton continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. We are presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue. You know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
We have Molly Brown in studio with us as well, crushing it. And we are asking you, we really haven't got a chance to actually ask it on the air because what Matt missed took up the last segment. We asked Mark Tauscher this question. We're going to ask you this, you, the listener, this question right now. Is the honeymoon phase over with Jordan Love the second he signs a new contract? 68% of you so far say once he gets paid, the honeymoon phase is over. And I think basically the second he gets that deal, fair or unfair, it sets the expectation at a bare minimum he better win an MVP in that contract.
An MVP?
With that contract, if he's going to go over Joe
Would
Burrow.
you expect that's like, do you think the Jacksonville Jaguars are expecting Trevor Lawrence to win an MVP?
I think that's a fair expectation. You're paying that kind of money. You should be looking for.
I feel like you're looking for.
Now, if you finish second, whatever. But I mean, you need to have an MVP caliber season. You need to be a true.
Okay, I can give you that.
Don't you think for any of the top 5 quarterbacks, you're probably expecting that expectation?
I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. Like at the end of the day, Jim talked about it all the time. Like, it doesn't matter if your quarterback wins MVPs and you lose in the playoffs like Aaron Rodgers. Like, we had 2 MVP seasons, and one of them was electric. Like, there was what year was it? 19, where Aaron Rodgers was hands down, like, almost got every vote for the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't get us anywhere.
Yeah, but for this, in this case, these young QBs, like the MVP makes you feel better. Not saying you don't want to win.
True, but at the end of the day, it's about getting as far as you can in the playoffs and making a Super Bowl. So
Right.
I would say if as a Packer fan, that kind of money to me says Super Bowl appearance.
Is it
if you don't make a MVP because you're a team guy and the ball's spread around and you did your job and you did like what was necessary to get where you needed to go, but might not be flashy, which we know is a way some quarterbacks do it in the NFL. You don't have to be flashy to get stuff done.
Who gets to the Super Bowl?
Tom Brady's a great example.
But he
of a
won
guy.
MVPs.
He won a lot of Super Bowl MVPs, but I don't think what he won. And again, he won 2, but a lot of his Super Bowl runs weren't MVP seasons.
5-time MVP.
He won 5 MVPs or
Yes.
Super Bowl MVPs.
Oh, sorry. 7 Super Bowl victories. Name the game's 5-time MVPs. I'll see here how many total MVPs he has.
Keep looking at it. I know he has a lot of Super Bowl MVPs, and he deserves it. But I'm just saying, like, Tom,
3 times.
He had 3?
Yep.
And
Rodgers had 3.
And he was the
now,
first
granted,
ever.
he's got 7 Super Bowls, so I'm saying, like,
He was the
didn't
first ever to get all the votes, too.
It's not necessarily a prerequisite to be an MVP to make it to the Super Bowl. It doesn't hurt.
But everyone.
Super Bowl is at the end of the day, that's all I'm looking for.
Okay,
I don't
but you-
need an MVP season out of Jordan Love if the Packers make a Super Bowl.
See, but
at
Jim,
the same
hasn't-
time, everyone. Sorry.
Hasn't that always been your criticism of Aaron Rodgers? Was always like, yes, he was an MVP, but what did that get you? That didn't get you Super Bowls. You were
Yeah, but
still
that
losing
was-
in the
that
playoffs.
was
You were
10
still losing in
was
the
10
NFC
years in.
Championship.
This is his first contract. My point is the flip side. Brock Purdy, everyone says, oh, he's not that good. He played in the Super Bowl last year. So my point is, you make that money. We'll put it like this. You better be in the MVP conversation. I was being nice. If we want to put him to the Super Bowl standard, it is harder to get to a Super Bowl and win one or even get to one than it is to win an MVP. So that's why I'm putting it in MVP. Because
Right, that
Super
kind of
Bowl,
money, I'm thinking-
you have to have the whole team around you.
Mm-hmm.
We had this conversation off there about Justin Herbert. I'm sorry, Justin Herbert is so much better than his record. You watch him play football, you know he's damn good at football. He is probably platinum tier quarterback. He just needs a better defense. And so he was playing with horrendous coaching. I mean, look at some of his coaches. Look at Tua and the jump he made when Mike McDaniel was brought in. Look at Trevor Lawrence and the jump he was made going from Urban Meyer to Doug Peterson. I think Justin Herbert also had a pretty similar horrible coach situation. He was already good. He's going to make a massive jump. So to me, the Super Bowl at this point, this early in Jordan Love's career, I was being kind by going MVP because I think it's easier to win an MVP or be top 2 in the MVP than it is to go to a Super Bowl.
Do you think there's almost levels to it and I know we always talk about Pro Bowls, they don't mean anything, right? But some contracts have incentives that if you make a Pro Bowl, exactly what his contract had last year, that do you think there's almost levels to it, stairs in a way of, okay, he makes Pro Bowl, then he makes an MVP, then a Super Bowl? Like, is that almost more fair to him?
I mean, I think it's fair to expect progression. So, like, yeah, kind of in that sense, but not necessarily, like, obviously in that order. You could certainly win the Super Bowl this season and never get back.
I think as you talk
Right?
about
Like
it,
Rodgers, right? Rodgers was he got a contract a year or two later,
Not
got a
capped
Super
year.
Bowl, and never got back.
no salary cap that year. So he doesn't count when you talk about quarterbacks getting paid a percentage of their salary. There was no salary cap.
And
that
I
year.
wasn't even like
I just wanted to
counting
put that
it
out there,
towards
yeah.
a cap or anything. I was just saying, like, in general, Rodgers, you could say he started hot and cooled off a little bit and got hot again, but never was able to get over that hump in the playoffs. To me, Jordan Love could win the MVP the next 5 years in a row, but if he doesn't win or get to a Super Bowl, that feels more like a loss than if he only makes one in the next 5 years, but we got there and doesn't win an MVP at all. I would rather take that than Jordan Love being just get us to the big dance.
They're not exclusive because here's the thing, and this is where the MVP Super Bowl thing carried for Aaron Rodgers is that the more you win, the more your MVPs you win, the more you have like, all right, now carry your damn team to a Super Bowl. You get one, people are like, Lamar Jackson now is facing that heat. Tauscher brought it up. Right. Now Lamar Jackson, he's won one playoff game. Look at this bum. All these MVPs and only won one playoff game. I wouldn't put all the playoff losses or lack of success on Lamar, but it is going on him. But that really started coming in after multiple MVPs. So I think it kind of layers. So MVP is more of a marker of playing at that level. Yes, if Jordan Love is finishing second, third, fourth, and never wins an MVP, but the team is always in the NFC Championship game and maybe makes a Super Bowl, that's a different way to do it. I'm just trying to find a clear marker, and to me it's easier to win an MVP than it is to go to the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl requires so much more of everyone else around you.
I guess, but you only have to deal with half the league to get to a Super Bowl as opposed to the MVP is dealing with all the other quarterbacks from
But they're not, again, they are connected because you're not going to be an MVP candidate unless your team is expected to at least be playing in the NFC Championship game in this case.
Chris from Manitowish Waters chimes in, 844-770-3776. He says, I think a better analogy would be once he gets that contract, the training wheels are off, and it's time to ride the damn bike. Then the real Jesse in Madison says, MVPs are a Bears loser mentality. Teams and owners expect championships with huge contracts. If the player wins an award, it is simply icing on the cake and not the ultimate goal.
Thank you for not listening at all, Jesse. I was trying to be nice and set a low bar for Jordan Love. Yes, the ultimate GOAT, title town, who hasn't won a title since God knows when. Since prior
2010.
Yes, so prior to my daughter being born.
14 years. The last time before that was 14 years. Like, we're at 14 years. I just want you to know.
Okay, so if you don't win it this year, it's bust then. I got it. So now when you look at it, like, I'm trying to set a fair bar for Jordan Love. If you want to tag him with the Super Bowl or bust bar immediately, the one you didn't hold Aaron Rodgers to, because I guarantee that clown and everyone else, Matt Hamilton did it all the time, Aaron Rodgers wasn't the problem. He's the MVP. But now I say, it's the MVP.
Expected better.
Yeah, but you didn't, because you're always like, well, I'll still take the MVPs over. We didn't fail.
I did say I would take good quarterback play.
So I like Jesse Madison proving my prior point with Aaron Rodgers, though, that you failed with him.
But I don't view it as Super Bowl or bust. I'm just saying, if we used to say the things about Aaron Rodgers of, he won MVPs, but he never got to Super Bowls, he could never get past the NFC Championship, well, then how come we're not saying the same thing about Jordan Love now that we're trying to make
multiple MVPs?
Okay.
Yeah.
If he won all these MVPs and then we said that they didn't mean a damn thing, but now we're trying to pretend like they mean something, I am on par with you, hoping that he even gets to a Pro Bowl, hoping he gets an MVP. I hope he gets all those things, but I'm not viewing this next year as a Super Bowl or bust. 2 years from now, yes, probably.
I'm saying that's the marker. If we want to make
it's
a harder marker. I was trying to be nice.
I do think with this contract, if he's getting $55 million a year and let's say $200 is guaranteed in a very similar to Trevor Lawrence's contract, I would expect I would hope that the Packers think that they're going to get at least one Super Bowl appearance out of it.
All right, let's mark this then. When this contract comes through, let's set the expectation that you want out of it. I was trying to be nice instead of the MVP.
Well, let's use our fans as well. We can ask this
we don't have. Yeah,
am I lowballing by saying a Pro Bowl? Like, I want him to be good enough to hit a Pro Bowl.
I would like to see a little bit more than a Pro Bowl, because think about it. The top quarterback, maybe two quarterbacks from each league don't show up because one of them's in the Super Bowl.
Okay, I don't want him to be an alternate. I want him to be there and then not actually be there because he's in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay, that's good.
All right, so for those who listen, 844-770-3776, I was trying to be nice by saying an MVP. Look, if people can't listen, they can't listen. But I was trying to be nice by saying MVP because I think it's easier. And he hasn't done that. He hasn't even made a Pro Bowl yet. But if we don't want to play that game, we want to make it Super Bowl, and we want to pretend we're title town and hold Jordan Love to it. But you're not. I mean, New England is
that is the
Foxborough is
expectation.
title town. Sorry, folks. It moved over out east.
It is the expectation.
So what I want to set it now because nobody was holding Aaron Rodgers to that expectation except for me when Aaron Rodgers was here. I was being called, at least we got MVPs, at least we got a lot of wins. Now I'm the ass for saying.
Don't get me wrong, a great quarterback is still a lot of fun.
If Jordan Love gets paid $55.5 million, what is your expectation for him? And we'll follow up on it, but Matt, I want it right now. You want Super Bowls.
Appearance.
In
minimum
window,
one in his contract window. And I'm assuming his contract window is going to be 5 years.
Okay, we'll set it more. But Molly, initially, without knowing it,
Pro Bowl.
Just a Pro Bowl. One Pro Bowl in 5 years.
What do I want? I want a Super Bowl win, but what do I think is actually realistic? He's not getting the MVP this upcoming season, I don't think.
We're talking about for the extent of this next contract, so 5 year window. What's your expectation in a 5 year window from Jordan Love if he gets $55 million?
Okay, so this isn't for this upcoming season.
No.
This is the duration of his contract.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying
if
too.
he gets to the Super Bowl next year, great. He accomplished my goal.
Okay, then I want a Super Bowl win. In the next 5 years,
and that's what
in the next 5 years, if he's getting
for that money, you expect a
yes,
Super Bowl
if
win.
you are getting paid nearly $60 million each year for 5 years, you better win a Super Bowl.
All right, I want to run this by you. Joe Burrow, number one right now.
I thought we were talking just next year.
Let's get some NFL music up right now. I'm going to tell you right now who the highest paid annual average quarterback salary is, and we'll see how many Super Bowls they got compared to MVPs. I'm not great at MVPs, so you guys will have to help me on that. But all right, number one, $55 million a year. Joe Burrow has a Super Bowl appearance.
Right, but that was prior to his contract, wasn't it?
Yes.
On the rookie contract.
Yes. Hey, I love how I get credit for this. This is just literally on the internet everywhere. That like what you want to do.
You're the contract guru and the rookie guru.
Trevor Lawrence, no Super Bowl. Jared Goff, Super Bowl on a rookie contract.
Yep.
Appearance. Justin Herbert, no Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson.
What is Justin Herbert's annual?
52.5. So you're going to pay Jordan Love more than that.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson, $52 million, no Super Bowl appearance.
That's wild.
But 2 MVPs?
Yep.
Right?
Then you got Jalen Hurts, no MVPs and 1 Super Bowl appearance on rookie deal. Kyler Murray, no.
Bupkis.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Pro Bowl.
Bupkis.
He made a Pro Bowl.
Well, we're talking MVPs and
Okay,
Super Bowl
fair.
appearances. Deshaun Watson, just court cases at this point, right? Does he have MVP?
Just what cases? Court cases.
He got a lot of money to pay his court cases, is what he's got going on there. Patrick Mahomes, goated.
Couple Super Bowl
Yeah, a couple MVPs. Kirk Cousins.
None.
Josh Allen.
No appearances.
Zip. Those are the top.
Close to an MVP,
Those
but
are the
nothing.
top 11. Some of those are doubled up, so that's why the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And a lot of those franchises are expecting a lot in the next 5 years.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them are.
Like, all of them paid their guy like they're going to probably get to a Super Bowl. And I realize how hard it is to do. Don't get me wrong. Maybe it is a little bit of entitled time. I just expect
It's just funny that this was not the case when Aaron was here.
When
Everyone's moving the goalposts. Every fan base does it.
Every fan base does it. And don't get me wrong. I liked Aaron Rodgers not winning a Super Bowl. Was it, outside of the one, was it super disappointing? Like, yes, no doubt. Especially when you have a guy as talented as that and you don't get it done.
See, I feel like my
Now,
idea.
I will say it was a heck of a lot of fun to watch Aaron Rodgers play at that super high level. Like, there's still some silver lining, and like you can draw some good out of losing a championship game or a game in the playoffs when you've had an amazing run, an amazing season of watching good football. Like, it's always going to be a letdown, but there is silver lining. Yeah, and I understand you're paying for the titles, but they don't always happen. I do expect Jordan Love to make it to a Super Bowl, though.
See, now my expectations
next 5 years.
In this next 5 years.
My
I
expectations
think
with Rodgers
Molly's are
changes.
better.
My expectation with Rodgers changed, not necessarily based on the money, because he did sign a big contract as well, but it was more so towards the end of his time in Green Bay that it was like, if you're going to be a distraction and you're going to be essentially trying to become a GM, then you better do your part and get us to a Super Bowl. You better win a Super Bowl. That's more so where my mind came. So this is kind of new, I feel like, for me as a fan of like, hey, these expectations are coming because you're getting paid a buttload of money now.
Okay.
And
another question then, Molly. How much money would this Jordan Love contract be if you didn't want to put that expectation on it? Say it was make 2 Pro Bowls, and that's your only expectation. How much would you expect to pay for that?
40,
I want to know what the price difference
$43
is.
million is the bottom of this deal with Josh Allen.
I would say between 40 and 45, but there's absolutely no way that the Packers are only paying him that. That is not happening.
Right, I know, but I was just saying, like, the difference between being just a really good quarterback and being a Super Bowl appearing quarterback is only like $10 million.
Per year.
Per year, I know.
So that's $50 million.
But it just seems like
and not
it's the contracts are a lot tighter at this level of quarterback play. If we're going to say really good and better, those contracts are really tight, and there's still 12, 13 quarterbacks that are really good.
All right, put it in this perspective. Daniel Jones is getting paid $40 million over the course of 4 years for a total of $160 million.
Yeah.
He's not getting you a Super Bowl. He's not getting MVPs.
Probably
He's
not even making a Pro
probably
Bowl.
getting Pro Bowls, maybe, as an alternate.
Maybe.
So that's where that money lies.
Yeah,
so yes,
that's
if
what I'm
you
saying,
want
like,
if you want Super Bowl appearances, Super Bowl wins, MVPs, you're paying $55 million plus for Jordan Love.
Yeah. No, and that's exactly why that expectation of making a Super Bowl for $55 million, I don't think is super outrageous.
I just eyeballing this list as I run down it. I'm gonna stop me if you disagree. People you feel comfortable paying more than Jordan Love. I would go with Jared Goff. Make comfortable paying more than Jared. So Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson. I would say Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and probably Jalen Hurts. And then I would leave Kirk Cousins, Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, and Jared Goff as people that you're comfortable paying more for, paying Jordan Love more for. And then those other ones you are a little bit iffy paying more for.
I would maybe put, I know I'm biased on this too, but I feel like just Josh Allen gives me Brett Favre vibes.
It's $43 million a year for Josh Allen. You take that over that contract.
Well, yeah, but that's not happening in any capacity
But
anymore.
what I'm saying is like Josh Allen's a better player.
Make-believe world right now.
Josh Allen's a better player than Jordan Love? No, he's not.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can disagree all you want.
That's a bold statement.
It is nowhere grounded in facts. It's just
watch him lose again.
It's a done deal.
He's gotten farther than Jordan Love.
He's been playing for how much longer? He's been the starter for how much longer?
He earned
If
a job.
Josh Allen was in
He's
the
had how
NFC.
many star receivers for so
If
much
Josh
longer?
Allen was in the NFC, he's probably in the Super Bowl. You know
Okay,
that.
because you don't have to go against Patrick Mahomes.
Right. So my point is Josh Allen would have even more wins and be more accomplished if he played an easier conference.
See him against the Niners.
I think he'd be just fine. I don't think he'd throw a cross-body interception because he was peeing his pants at the end of the game. Let me tell you about Carbon World Health.
Coming from a Bears fan, right?
It doesn't make Jordan Love better. Ripping me as a Bears fan doesn't make Jordan Love better.
Ripping Jordan Love doesn't make Caleb Williams better.
But here's the thing. I'm just giving you facts. High five all you want.
I'm just giving you facts,
No,
too.
you're not. You are giving opinions. I gave you a fact. Jordan Love choked at the end of the 49ers game and cost the team a victory, looking
didn't
like
say
Brett
he
Favre.
did.
So that is a fact. Yours is an opinion. It's also factual. Tearing down the Bears fan doesn't make Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers better, or Aaron Rodgers' career with the Packers less wasteful. Carbon World Health has helped me reach and maintain my fitness goals, and they can do the same for you. All you have to do is sign up for the 6-week experience, and you'll start to see the difference that Carbon makes for you. You'll get personalized training. You'll meet with Dr. Nestor Rodriguez to see if semaglutide or hormone optimization can help enhance your healthy lifestyle goals. Semaglutide is the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment you've heard about. Hormone optimization can help you regain the focus, fitness, and fun you had in your 20s. We are going to throw some stones coming up next.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Real customers with real stories about their business technology relationship with James Imaging Systems, like owner-president of Event Essentials, Kevin Hoffman.
They've been supportive in the community, they've been a good partner and advisor. Their support's been good. It's just one less thing to worry about.
James Imaging Systems customer Brian Bainan, owner of Midwest Rock Tops, on the benefits of his relationship with James Imaging Systems.
Eliminates my headaches. It was actually an eye-opener for me, just on the cost savings and the technology that's out there.
And James customer Sunday Heidemann, facilities coordinator with Nelnet Incorporated.
I think we get a great value with James Imaging with their service and the contracts that we have with them, that our cost stays low and we get the most for our money.
James Imaging Systems, better business technology, lower costs, more value. Call 920-991-9822 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Whether it's expanding your business, upgrading your equipment, or covering payroll, you can score big with SwishFunding.com, the slam dunk solution for your business funding needs. If you have at least $25,000 in monthly revenue and been in business for at least 1 year, qualifying's easier than a layup. We fund up to $5 million in 24 hours. Go to SwishRadio.com. That's SWISH Radio.com. SwishRadio.com. Paid actor portrayal.
Dude, guess how much I pay for $1 million term life insurance policy?
Gotta be at least $150 a month.
Nope. I got coverage through Ethos all online for less than $70 a month and no medical exam. Just answered a few health questions.
That's impressive. I'm shocked you have life insurance.
Wait, don't you? You have a wife and kids. What if something happens to you? With Ethos, you can start your coverage the same day.
Wow. I'm sold.
Get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
What's on Tap, brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew, because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time. Rep the Brewers with a special Brewmaster shirt giveaway at the game against the Reds on Sunday, June 16th, courtesy of Miller Lite. Be one of the first 10,000 fans ages 21 and up, and you'll collect the Brewmaster shirt. Get tickets at brewers.com/giveaways. Milwaukee Brewers Baseball and Miller Lite.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Rutledge in Hamilton every Thursday, and we will let you know where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes. To celebrate our love for dive bars, me and Matt are going to tell you about some of our favorites, featuring one extra special dive bar that will have $2 High Lifes on special for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin, like Mount Vernon Tap, Utica Bar, Bristled Boar, and Players Bar.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Welcome back to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
You got a reaction. You got a reaction, didn't you? You took a one orchid. You took a one orchid and turned it blue. Something better than nothing. Something better than nothing is giving up. You need to do something.
Rutledge and Hamilton continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. I am Rutledge alongside Hamilton. Molly Brown, the only person on the show without facial hair. Just saying.
Not true.
Oh yeah.
I use like little baby razors.
Okay.
Peach fuzz. You know, you guys are lucky because men's skin always looks better because you guys shave like the dead layers off your skin, which like women have to go to an actual like med spa to do that. Or you can just buy like the cheap ones and then do that. I haven't done it in a while, so don't look at my mustache. But luckily it's blonde.
The Molly mustache.
The Molly mustache.
Okay.
I got peach
I no
fuzz.
longer have the best mustache on the show.
Mustachio and Molly. Leave it in the clubhouse. I have some beard balm. If you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. At least it'll smell good.
Some beard oil. Make sure it comes in nice and thick.
Bring me a comb too.
There you go. You can start twisting it up a little bit.
You lit liquor.
So gross.
All right. Let's throw some stones.
The guys think they have the answers to everything.
I'm the best there is. People like me.
So it's time to put them to the test.
That's some booty. Just going to be looking for a mustache now.
What'd you say?
This
keep
is
looking
Throwing
at you, looking
Stones,
for your
presented by
mustache.
Metro
Okay, do you want to just draw one in so Matt can
Madison's
stop you
trusted
distracted?
Kia dealership.
Maybe I'll send you a picture later. Wait, never mind.
Yeah, maybe don't.
Hey, honey, what are you
Sorry,
doing?
Jen, if you're listening.
I'm just sending Matt photos.
One of my teammates wanted to show me your mustache. Oh, I'm so distracted.
Thank God. Honestly, I am not kidding when I say this. Thank God I have blonde hair. Like if my legs are ever like a little hairy, if like my face is hairy, like thank God.
So do you think Ryan or you could grow a mustache faster?
I can grow facial hair.
Yeah, Ryan literally has a beard right now. So
I want to see Ryan with
He has
a
a
mustache.
beard and a
You've
mustache?
seen me with a beard, Jim.
Literally, but
Yeah,
like
no, your
literally
mustache
currently
is
does
a
not
good
have
look, though.
You
And
do
you
not
got rid of
literally
it.
have a beard currently. You have like a 5 o'clock shadow.
I have a 5 o'clock shadow, but this is like 5 days.
What do you
That's a 5-day
call
shadow.
this around your mouth?
A goatee?
No. The whole thing together? That's called a goatee?
If you don't have the cheeks, yeah, it's a goatee.
I thought a goatee was like the thing that's
called
like
the brown ray.
No, it's a mustache.
Those
and
who
like
are
a chin
not
beard.
watching on YouTube, Molly just stuck her fingers under her chin and just wiggled them around a little bit to create
like just a chin beard. That's called a chin beard.
Yeah, we're also not like,
but like
we're not cowboy, we're not outlaws. Like that's like outlaw beard.
Okay, like the little like
That's,
pointer finger, like
that's
just
Chin straight? No,
just
that's
a dab
soul
hair.
patch. Soul patch.
Soul patch.
I think my husband has that.
Well, if
Would
you
you
got other
describe
facial hair, it's different.
Matt LaFleur's facial hair as a chin strap or is it a beard?
That's just like a well-groomed beard.
But it's not even like it's
It's
beard
a
in
groomed
quotes.
beard.
Beard in quotes, because it's like
It's a beard.
Does he have facial hair?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I gotta look.
And I'm not saying he
It's
could grow
overgrown.
a beard. It's just
he does.
keeps it so manicured.
It's just there's the difference between a manicured beard, whether you think it looks good or not. So I'm just gonna say a well manicured, as in like
It's like a
spend some
marker
time
beard.
on it.
Yeah.
Just like those.
and then
those
you have
brows.
beards like ours, which are like we're just letting them go.
Yeah.
This is laziness, not.
no,
a look.
look.
Yours looks fine.
I set mine
Mine
at like
is laziness.
every once in a while. I'll probably every week I have to go through and I'll go through on a 4 and trim it back down.
Do they get sweaty? Your beards?
Yes.
What do
I'll
you
tell you
think?
what. So I recently.
I think they get very moist.
All right, well, we all know that sticks and stones may break our bones, and just like many other beards in the room, I've let this segment get quite hairy. So let's wrangle it back
do
in
it
here.
to yourself. Do it to yourself now.
Do
I
it to
need
myself?
Yes.
Come on.
Self Kawhi.
Self Kawhi. All right, guys. Speaking of Kawhi, speaking of the NBA, it is Game 5 of the NBA Finals tonight. Now, I don't think many people were expecting there to be a Game 5. I think all of us on Friday thought we were going to be getting a sweep by the Boston Celtics until Luka Doncic and the Mavericks had a 38-point win Friday night. Guys, I don't know. Are you giving any chance to Luka and the Mavs to actually maybe extend this, send it back to Dallas, possibly be the first team ever to come back from 3-0 in the NBA Finals? Now, guys, you each only have 30 seconds to respond. So, Molly Brown, I'm going to start with you.
So I'm a big Mavs fan in this playoff run. So I do hope it goes back to Dallas, but it's not. The Celtics intentionally lost Game 4. They wanted to win at home in Boston. 100%. They wanted to win back in Boston tonight. It's over after tonight.
All right, Matt, your turn.
So I don't think they necessarily intentionally lost, but I don't think that game was going to mean as much to them as winning at home. Winning at home is next level. It is where you want to win because your crowd's there, your fans are there. It's an L for the Mavericks tonight.
Those Boston fans are crazy.
So
You just lost a point.
The Celtics throwing it, they're not good enough to do that. They also, this group does not have a title. I remember when everything ties back to Jordan, when the Bulls got their second or third title, then they were like, we would like to win it at home. But the first two, I don't think they won at home. And they're like, Jordan's like, I just can't mess around. We just need to win this. This is the NBA title, especially title number 1. And I think it was their third where they didn't manipulate, but that was kind of more of like, hey, it would work out kind of nice if we won it at home. The Celtics, so I'm not for sure taking the Mavs, but I'll say the Celtics didn't lose anything on purpose. I think the Mavs take this. No Kristaps Porzingis to me is a real problem, and I definitely would bet 6.5. I'm taking the Mavs, but I still take the Mavs winning tonight because I think Luka maybe figured something out. He's the best player in the series, and I really want this to go 7 because if they win tonight and you have Luka, oof.
I love
All right.
Luka. Do you guys hate Luka?
I love the way he plays basketball. I hate the way he acts any minute he's not playing basketball.
I hate everything about him other than basketball. All right, well, fair
Good thing
point.
he's a basketball player.
All right, well, there's two other players in the basketball players who aren't very friendly with each other right now. That'd be Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Now, there was this Sunday game on Father's Day between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever. Indiana Fever managed to pull out the win. Second time they've beaten the Chicago Sky this season, but Angel Reese had a hard foul on Caitlin Clark when she was going to the rim. Hit her right on the head. It was upgraded to a flagrant foul. Didn't seem like it was like the cheap shot that Kennedy Carter had given Caitlin Clark earlier in the season, but here's what Angel Reese had to say about the foul call postgame.
For inside, I think we were playing really hard. I think we went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls. And going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess some people got a special whistle, but...
So, guys, I got to ask you, is Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, maybe just the entire Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever, is this currently, today, the best rivalry in all of American sports? I mean, currently going on, it feels like the most heated. Jim, I'll start with you.
I could not love this rivalry more. I wish there was more of it. Angel Reese and her little pot shots verbally at Caitlin Clark are amazing. The fact that she's playing the Bayou Barbie bad girl role in this and playing the villain. We need more villains in sports. I absolutely love it. And you are right. There was nothing dirty about the foul that she gave to Caitlin Clark. She wasn't even looking at Caitlin Clark. She's watching the ball. She tried to block it. She swung through and hit Caitlin Clark. Definitely deserves a flagrant for it. But Angel Reese is playing hard ball within the rules.
I think it's a great rivalry going on right now. It's probably the biggest one in sports. Rory McIlroy and Bryson DeChambeau might have something to say about it after this weekend, but they're still not.
Rory McIlroy and choking leads.
Yeah, I mean, they're like the top two guys in golf. I'm just saying they're not there yet. This is still the biggest story in sports. It was a foul. Did I think it was intentional?
Molly?
Not really.
Has Caitlin Clark said anything about this or nothing? Like she's just silent?
She's just said that she's really kind of kept a competitive tone. She hasn't said much. She said that she respects a lot of Angel Reese and that she feels like she's a great basketball player.
Interesting. I do like this rivalry only in the sense that it's bringing more eyes to the WNBA, and I think that's super cool. Honestly, I can't think of any other sports rivalries. Maybe come football season, but even the finals, there's no rivalries.
The closest
you
one.
You want to call a rivalry in the finals right now?
Celtics versus Kyrie?
Celtics, Kyrie.
Yeah, but everyone hates
Kyrie hasn't done anything.
No, but Kyrie not won, but he was on Celtics.
Yes, he was on the Celtics, but then he's what, 1-11 since or 1-12 since he left them against them? That's not a rivalry.
Well, the Bears-Packers is a rivalry, and that's
not a rivalry.
That is a rivalry, but that's over hundreds of years.
Yes.
This is
but look at the last however many years. Meh. I don't look at that. I see the Vikings more not even getting into
All right, well, guys, speaking of large gaps or large ranges in time, Bill Belichick has a new girlfriend. Not sure if you guys saw this, but
I don't know if this was real. Is
I think it is because TMZ Sports learned apparently on Friday that Bill Belichick is dating 24-year-old former competitive cheerleader Jordan Hudson. By the way, that's Jordon Hudson. According to one of Hudson's former cheerleading teammates, they first met on a flight back from Boston area, bound for Florida way back in 2021. Bonded over a philosophy project the student-athlete had been working on, and TMZ was told they swapped contact info after landing, stayed friendly through the ensuing months, discussing her schoolwork and the X's and O's of cheerleading routines. Now, Jim, I'm going to you last on this one.
I only want to hear from Molly on this.
Okay, well, perfect. Yeah. Molly, go ahead.
I mean, slay Bill. How old is he? 70?
72.
Dang, I can't even do the math on that.
48 years.
49, 48? How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm older than his girlfriend. I'm 27, I think.
72.
27.
Single Molly Brown, 72-year-old, talking about your philosophy.
The only reason I am going my philosophy on cheering.
No, the philosophy. You said
philosophy homework.
Homework, yeah.
Oh, okay. The only reason I'm getting with Bill Belichick is I want that cash. But even then, I'm like, bro, you cut the sleeves off your hoodies. Are you really that wealthy? I don't know how much money Bill Belichick has. But also, I thought he had a girlfriend that's his age, age appropriate.
What's the amount of money for a 72-year-old?
Oh God, it's got to be hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
Do we think Bill Belichick has hundreds of millions?
I gotta be set. Our kids gotta be set.
Maybe.
Our kids, our grandkids have to be set. I don't know if this is real though. Bill Belichick, again, Slay King. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, it says here,
celebrity
net worth $70 million.
70? Not
Feed it
enough.
back to Molly. Ask Molly questions.
Not enough.
Yeah.
No,
Keep asking me questions. I want to answer.
I'm honestly.
What's the oldest I'll go? 50?
Roles reverse, Molly. You're 72.
Gross.
How young would you go?
24-year-old, no problem.
Okay, see, it's different
if
because
they wanted to date.
Because if there's a young male that's coming after me, I don't have the energy for that. I can't just get testosterone treatments. Can I? Not like a guy.
I don't know.
You're gonna have
call Nestor. Call Nestor. Yeah.
And you would have to be
You would
so
not get testosterone
confident.
treatments though. You
so
would not
role
get that.
reverse, you're not doing it.
I mean,
some hotshot coach.
I mean,
who's
would I feel
24
good?
years old? Is
Would I feel
interested in
good?
72-year-old Molly Brown?
Would I feel good if a 24-year-old is macking on me?
I didn't say would you
great.
feel good. I'm saying are you?
What would you want? Like, because like my wife, for example,
talking
Sheely's
philosophy and college sports with the person.
Oh yes, because I want to talk
Cheerleading, not
philosophy in
sports.
college and
That's
college
what
sports
Bill's
and
doing.
Oh yeah, because that sounds thrilling when I'm 72 years old.
That's what Bill's doing.
I'm looking for my next vacation spot where I can go buy an island.
See,
at
Bill's
that
a
age.
grinder. Molly ain't grinding at that age.
Oh,
Well,
clearly,
you know who
I'm
might
not
be able to
grinding.
buy that vacation spot is Matt Hamilton. Asking the
go.
hard-hitting questions to Molly Brown. Role reversals. I like it, Matt. Well done.
Thank
To
you,
answer your
Ryan.
question, I would go 10 years younger than me, and that's max.
See, my wife's the same way. Like, she's a younger guy. She's like, nah, I don't want any part
When
of
you're
that.
50, I think 30 will still be appealing. That's
Yeah, if
20
you're a
years.
guy.
I feel like the older you get, the larger your
But
window
she's still
gets.
drawing that 30 line. You're right. If she's
drawing
65,
it at 10 right now at 27. I'm saying when she's 37,
All right.
it
Congrats,
might be
Matt.
a little longer.
Matt, congrats. Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, over $1 million. And it was a big-time winner at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison over the weekend. Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Watch every show live and for free on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Join the Wisconsin Badgers at Camp Randall this fall. Don't miss out on your chance to cheer on the Badgers. Order a Wisconsin football 3-game mini pack today and enjoy the flexibility to tailor game day to your schedule. Simply choose 3 games, including key matchups like Oregon or Penn State. Then lock in your seats before kickoff this fall. Plus, save up to $10 per ticket and secure the best available seats before single game tickets go on sale. Visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Transform your home with Ridgetop Exteriors. With over 22 years of service excellence, we specialize in roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutters. Visit us today at ridgetopexteriors.com. That's ridgetopexteriors.com. Find your trusted, local, affordable partner here at Ridgetop Exteriors.
Discover a new generation of Audi featuring the all-electric Audi e-tron models. You could save $7,500 on select Audi EVs with the AFS EV lease bonus. See dealer for details and exclusions. Eligibility is subject to credit approval through Audi Financial Services. Cannot be combined with National Customer Credit. Offer expires July 1st of 2024. Stop in and test drive today. The Summer of Audi sales event is here. Check out our website to see our current qualifying inventory. Start your adventure at Zimbrick Audi of Madison today, off the Beltline in Rimrock Road.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The second annual ESPN Madison Open presented by Coors Light is right around the corner and you can swing into the fun. Join us on Monday, August 5th at Bishops Bay Country Club and help raise money for the Miracle League of Dane County. Join this exclusive event and you'll receive 18 holes of golf, food and drinks, ESPN Madison swag, and much more. Sign up today at ESPNMadisonOpen.com. That's ESPNMadisonOpen.com. Sign up today, donate, and make dreams come true with the Miracle League of Dane County because every child deserves a chance to play ball.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues. This season, spring into adventure together in the Chevy of your choice.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at wipga.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
Hey Madison, this is Kayla Conklin. I'm the president of the Urban League of Greater Madison Young Professionals, and we are an auxiliary organization off of the Urban League of Greater Madison for ages 21 to 40. If you are a young professional in the city and you're looking for a space to do community service, volunteerism, civic engagement, and network and grow as a young professional, we would love to have you. Please visit our website, www.ulgmyp.org, to register and learn more.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Rutledge in Hamilton every Thursday, and we will let you know where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes. To celebrate our love for dive bars, me and Matt are going to tell you about some of our favorites, featuring one extra special dive bar that will have $2 High Lifes on special for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin, like Mount Vernon Tap, Utica Bar, Bristled Boar, and Players Bar.
Welcome back to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Jim is still my favorite Bears fan. $55 million must go to a Super Bowl. Elsie should get $48 million per year. Dan in Broadhead said, "Stop being nice, Jim. Love won't get close to MVP. He flashed for about 8 games. Let's not even call him the next coming of the previous 2 quarterbacks they all loved until they left." Let me get more. Let's see. You said that there was a good one.
David Deerfield.
Of my face?
Yeah, he's picturing you.
Oh, I thought he sent in my face.
No.
He said,
What?
David Deerfield said, "I'm picturing Molly's face on a bass with a handlebar mustache."
And don't
I'll work
leave
on
out,
it.
don't
I'll
leave
work
out
on
Matt's favorite. He was chuckling in the break over it.
Matt's favorite. Oh, yes. Hold on. My thing just jumped. Ben in Madison said, "Scotty Scheffler and the Louisville Police in terms of the greatest rivalries in sports." Except it's not, though.
It's pretty funny.
It was dropped.
Well, it was, but it was funny. This whole situation was funny.
It wasn't that funny. It's golf.
That was pretty good.
You guys.
It's golf.
You sound like 2 people that don't know anything about golf.
Robin Madison got my joke. You guys didn't get it, even though I thought you were a movie guy. Jim, he said that was an Adam Sandler quote when he had the hand signal going over the goatee. Just go with it. Have you seen Just Go With It, the movie?
I don't like Sandler and Jennifer Aniston together.
Lame. I'm obsessed with them
Mainly,
together.
I don't like Jennifer Aniston.
Whoa.
I don't think she's any good.
Whoa.
That's rough.
We can talk about
What
that
has she
tomorrow.
been good in?
Friends?
Anything?
Anything
Only
that
thing
we
is
see
we're in the
her
middle.
in?
Bosses?
People that age
All
well.
right, but like,
she's how old?
You know what? I'll tell you
Those-
what. You'll age, and you know what? Bill Belichick's probably going to Chalmers Jewelers and getting his 24-year-old girlfriend a ring to put on it, and you can get a custom ring. Chalmers Jewelers, Madison or Middleton, family owned, locally owned. Chalmers Jewelers. Listen tomorrow.
See ya.
There's a good chance